Hi, Jake. I got a couple things for you. First of all, I heard after the touchdown, your dad took off his shirt and ripped it off. You heard anything about that, and your reaction as a son to that?
Well, during the game, I had no clue about it, but afterwards, I heard a little bit about it, so I'm sure they were proud, and just that was just instinctual, or I just kind of happened. So, but no, that's I guess he was just proud. So,
Dad being dad, huh?
yes, sir.
All right. And then from the perspective of his younger brother, what can you tell us about Max that would make everybody feel really good about him in that quarterback situation moving on, if that's the case?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think a lot of people forget about it, but he's been in the SEC for a lot of years, and he's been dominating the SEC West. So I feel like he's got a lot of touchdowns to his name, and he's totally confident, and he's honestly the toughest competitor I've ever been a part, or he's ever been a part in my life. So I think he leads the team well, and just he has respect to the players, and he's going to go compete and just give it his all every game. So
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent, and then Travis.
We thought your dad might have been settling in a bed or something, but no.
yeah.
Hey, so what were earliest memories going back to your childhood of playing sport, maybe not just football with Max, but sports and playing catch, and if you could just kind of describe that scene and what that was like.
Yeah, so just growing up, we've always been together, and we've had our dad as our coach and mom supporting us. But I remember just like in elementary school, we were on the same baseball team and basketball team, and just growing up, we've always been on the same team as and growing up, and but like we played basketball together, and we've always had that chemistry, and even football. But just having someone to be there with you, and just someone that you trust, and even someone to have as your friend, because it's not always about like the practice, but just enjoying the time and just the sport. So yeah.
So was he a good big brother, or did he give you like knuckle sandwiches and things like that? How was that scene?
Yeah, no, it was always competitive, and even playing like mini hoop basketball, you're always like shoving each other and just beating each other up. But no, it's always been competitive between us. But he's always going to push me to be the best player I can become, and me as well to him.
We'll stay on that front row to Travis.
Max said that y'all had been waiting for that touchdown pass here at A&M. How much did y'all talk about, daydream about that, and what were that kind of what was it leading up to what happened this weekend?
Yeah, so I think it's a really cool experience. I don't know if it's ever happened before or not, but just to get that brother combo to each other in the first touchdown, I think it's really special, and especially to do it with him at Texas A&M. So it's something we'll always remember and just cherish together.
And I think he mentioned the last time y'all had connected on a touchdown was like in the state finals in high school. Mm-hmm. What do you remember much about that play or the last time that y'all had connected like that?
Yeah, so our last touchdown together was my 10th grade year and his senior year in high school. We were state championship at Georgia State, and I ran a whip route. It was in the fourth quarter, but that was the last real memory, high school memory we had together. So, but that was also special. But this one was probably a little bit more just because it was the first one of college, so it was awesome.
We'll go fourth row on the left side to Rob.
So, Jake, when obviously we don't get to see when you're watching film, did you get to watch with your brother? And did the room just kind of erupt as y'all were watching it back, or are you in the same room with him when y'all are watching film after the game? Or
so normally, we watch the film together at the house, but we'll watch the film together today with the offense a little bit. But it was cool to just have our parents there. We were watching, playing it back, and just sharing that experience with our family. So I felt like it was a cool thing to do with our family.
We'll go back behind the lights on the right side to Ben.
Jake, how much has Max just helped you just as a big brother here in your own personal career, coming in and acclimating to the college game and just kind of getting up to speed with everything?
Yeah, I think me coming in as a freshman, having someone there that you know and trust, was very important for me just because, like, you're the new guy on campus and you don't know, like, where things are at. And obviously he didn't either, but, like, it's someone you have that you trust and you're good friends with. And but, like, he's had that experience because he's already been in college for 2 years. But I think it was a big part because it's really just someone, like, you believe in and can always just push each other. So just always having that friendship.
We'll stay toward the back of the room, right in front of TV row to Chip.
So are you going to be the one that comes back to the huddle after every play and says, hey, I'm open, I'm open?
I mean, I would love to do that, but, like, at the end of the day, the quarterback, he's got to throw it to the open receiver or tight end, but allowing him to make the reads, but always be in his head. Like, I love to say I'm always open, but at the end of the day, he's got to make the right read and throw it to the right person.
We'll stay toward the back of the room on the left side of TV row to Tyler.
Jake, what would you say kind of the biggest difference of this offense this year compared to your first year last year?
Well, I'd say, I mean, obviously Petrino and Jimbo, they have a great relationship together, and there's a lot of, like, quick game and just quick completions. But I feel like last year it was great offense, but this year Coach Petrino, he's done a well job of just getting the ball out quick and to his playmakers and just easy completions. And, like, we've seen, there's been a lot of yards gained this year.
And then this Arkansas game coming up, it's typically been a very close one between A&M. You probably saw, the way last year went, how close that was. It's just, what do you remember from, watching last year's game, and then, what kind of you expect this Saturday?
Yeah, well, last year's game was crazy, and it came down to the end. And, I mean, I think it's the SEC, so it's always going to be a hard game. But I believe in our team, and I think we have a great team, so I think we can pull it out.
We'll go back to the front row on the right side to Brent and then Travis.
Are you and Max roommates?
We are. So it's me, Max Wright, Theo, and Braden Sheldon.
Okay, and what went into that decision to go ahead and be roommates as brothers as well?
Well, I think it was an obvious choice. Like, we've always had a close relationship, so I think it was just automatic we were going to be roommates.
And how wild is it that you mentioned he was 2 years older than you in high school, but y'all are both classified as sophomores? How cool is that?
I know, it's crazy. Like, it's the same year. I know he's got a couple years of eligibility left, but it's crazy to see we're in the same year.
Final one. Do you have a favorite memory of growing up with him away from sports, of doing something that's not sports related, but just a good memory with him?
I've got a lot of them. I got to think on that one, but I remember one day. It was probably the hardest conditioning day we've ever had. It was me, my brother, and a buddy. And this buddy, he didn't want to really do the condition, but, like, we're just going to do it anyways. So my dad ran it, and we probably did, like, 40-something 100-yard gassers or something. But we were all gassed at the end of the day, or at the end of the run. And my buddy dropped his phone. And so we all, like, everybody's legs were dead. Nobody wanted to get out. But, like, Max, he just kind of encouraged him, got him off. And I don't know. It was funny in the moment, but
How long ago was that?
this is about 4 years ago. So it was just, yes, sir.
We'll stay on that front row to Travis.
Yeah, over the years, how have you seen Max develop, grow? How is he a different quarterback now than when he started college?
Yeah, I think like competition in the SEC, it's tough, but you get a lot of experience and just coaching. So he's learned a lot about obviously LSU system and coming to A&M system, just getting that knowledge from Jimbo and Petrino, and I think he's very accurate with the ball and makes the right decisions, but just really just quicker decisions throughout the game.
We'll stay one more on the front row to Mark and then the battalion.
Two-parter, Jake. One, can you kind of walk us through your mindset when you caught the pass on the touchdown, kind of turned around and there was nobody there?
Mm-hmm. So like right when I caught it, my first thought was I got to score this ball. So when I was running, I saw those two defenders. I was like, anyway, I got to get in the end zone. I just got to do it. And so I just jumped in the defender and scored it, and the rest is it. But it was awesome feeling.
Second one is you got a kind of a diverse tight end room. You know, you being from Georgia, Theo obviously being from Sweden. You got a couple of Houston guys, got a Dallas guy. What's kind of like the vibe in that room?
I think our tight end room's special because like it's a very tight bond between us all, and I think the unity between the group and having Coach Coley, Spurlock, and all the other guys, Menelik, just coaching us. I think we're just tight and everybody's rooting for each other, and so there's no jealousy, none of that. We're all just competing together.
We'll go third row on the left side to the battalion and then cease.
Jake, I know preseason Donovan Green gets hurt. He's out for the season. What was your reaction to taking on a bigger role in the team and knowing that it was kind of your position almost going forward?
Yeah. First of all, it stinks for anybody who goes through an ACL tear, and like it stinks for Donovan. We're all rooting for him to get back and healthy next year. But just going out and just competing with the guys and doing my best to just make a positive impact on the team. So at the end of the day, all I can control is what I can control. And so I just want to do my best every day and just focus in on the meetings and the game and just be the best player I can become.
We'll wrap things up front row on the left side to cease.
It would seem you have a very competitive family. So between you and Max, who's the better athlete or competitor, and who's the better competitor athlete in the family?
Okay, so like obviously if you ask him, he'll say him. You ask me, I'll say me. But I'd say we're both really competitive, and I can't give you a true answer and then our parents, my mom, she played she played volleyball at South Florida, and she had a couple of records, so I'd probably say we both got it from her. So yeah.
Last question. After the game, did Mom cook or did y'all go out? What was the dinner like Saturday night?
Okay, so all good. There's actually a couple of family friends at the house, and so Mom, she cooked salmon. That's one of our favorites. And then we also picked up some Cane's, so had some Cane's chicken tenders. Yep.
That is all we have, Jake. Thank you.
Yep.